Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Tammy Montgomery, and I am the host here for the Fearless Crew. I'm the Fearless Mama. The reason why we are meeting here December 12th is so that we can have a presentation not only for our guests, but for our members, so that you guys can share this, so that people can understand what is it that we do as a community. What is it that we do to make money? You know, this is why you guys are here. So I am, again, the Fearless Mama. And a little bit about me, I'll just give you guys just a teeny bit of background on me. I've been self-employed for 31 years. If you guys can mute yourself out, I still got to mute a bunch of people. I don't know why I don't have the mute for some reason. Sorry. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's like a mute, like by your left, like by the video. Otherwise, I won't be able to.
And Tammy, if you go under participants, you'll see, click on participants, you'll see mute, mute all.
Oh, there they are. Oh, it finally popped up. Thank you. I must have went off that screen. Okay. Whew. Whoever said that, thank you. Gracias. Some people can still unmute themselves, though. That's what I don't understand. I still got people that are unmuted. So if you can please mute yourself, I'd appreciate it. So anyway, why am I qualified to talk tonight? I've actually been in this industry for 10 years, but I've been self-employed for 31 years. I don't know anything but being self-employed. So I have no boss. I have no net. This is literally what I do full-time online. I make a living online from the comfort of my home or my phone or my Jeep. And all I do is place simple ads, okay? Simple ads to a simple website. And that's how you guys got here. And the reason why I do these Zooms is so that you guys can, number one, you can see the transparency that yes, we are for real. You know, as you scan through this, as you can click through, you have members on here. I actually asked in the beginning, and you guys can say it once again. If you're a member, put in an M. If you're a guest, put in an M in the chat so everybody can see. This is recorded now. So I just want everybody to see member. In other words, people have paid in order to join a home-based business. You know, money is exchanged. Okay, money is exchanged here. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. You know, and I try to do these presentations. I try to have a different angle each time I do one. Number one, because I kind of get tired of what I've said before. Number two, so you guys can kind of just see it from a different angle, see how we operate. You know, I'm one of the team leaders for Six Figure Empire. I don't own the business. I'm just one of the affiliates. I'm one of the top affiliates for a company called Six Figure Empire. And the owner's name is Tim Berger. So again, I'm the Fearless Mama. I helped create the system. I don't own the system. Okay, I don't own the Momma 2.0 or anything like that. I don't have access to the back office. I don't have access to support. I'm just literally here to help and coach and mentor the crew that you guys see here. Why is the word fearless? Why did the word fearless come into play? I think because a lot of times people, number one, are fearful that they're going to get into something and they're going to just waste their time. Right? We all worried about that. Is it going to be a waste of time? Is it going to be a waste of energy for me? Is it going to really be something that's life-changing? You know, so I want you guys to know that's kind of where the theme came from. And Tim said to me, he goes, you know, with your experience and with some of the stuff you've gone through, I think we should nickname you the Fearless Mama. So that's kind of where it came about. I've been nicknamed Team Tammy, Unstoppable Mama. I've had a lot of different nicknames online, and now other people do as well. You know, so it's kind of like a branding thing, if you want to call it that, you know, but what we are is we're affiliate marketers. We're in the niche that they call member to member sales. So if you've heard that before, it's possible you have. In other words, we're paying, let's say I pay James or James pays me, and it doesn't ever touch the company. The company never sends the funds. We actually collect the funds. So you can collect it through PayPal. You can collect it through Stripe. You can collect it through Authorize. Okay. So there's different levels where you can make money at. The 250 is the beginner level, the Momma 2.0. We call it the kind of like the front-ended funnel. And so you can join that. You can jump right into Six Figure Empire. There's some people that just jump right into Six Figure Empire with me, and then they purchase the Momma on the back end. In fact, that's how this year started, was in March of this year. I started working with Tim and Six Figure Empire. Now, I have known Tim for about 8 years, and he puts together really amazing business opportunities. That's what this is. This is a business opportunity results are based upon your efforts. You know, there is actual, you know, advertising that you have to do. Like I said, every single day for about 90 to 120 minutes, I focus on lead generation. There's 2 reasons why businesses fail, right? Does anybody know what those are? You guys can shout it out if you guys know. What are the 2 reasons why businesses fail? Whether it's an offline or whether it's an online business. Just go ahead and put in there. That's some good answers. No marketing, lack of sales. Yep. Exactly. Well, that's a good one, Shirley. Stop too soon. Yep. It's almost like lack of fun. There you go. Lack of funds. Very good one, because I was going to say that. It's very true. Lack of exposure and lack of funds. Like if you don't have exposure to your business and you're not generating income, then you're going to get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see any results, it's just like me. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys some stuff here. All right. So in other words, affiliate marketing, there's nothing complicated about what we do here. There's some people that want to make you think that it's complicated, but it's really not complicated when it gets down to it. So you need to have advertising out there. So you need to have marketing out there. That's how you guys got to the Zoom. That's how you guys paid, because you came through a capture page is what they call it. And then you paid, you know, either $250 or with Six Figure Empire, and then you started marketing, and then you sent to your list the people that came here and you got an email. Well, we were sending out through different advertising. You either responded to a Craigslist, Facebook, email, you know, solo ad is what they call them. So you guys responded to one of our ads, and then you got onto the Zoom, and now we're teaching you how to do the same. It's a very simple business model, and it's a very simple, I guess you could say almost like get paid today sort of structure. And it's the only kind of structure I like. I was not into MLMs. I was not into how to learn how to Forex trade, any of that stuff. I wanted instant money, because my lifestyle before this, prior to this, was mortgages and real estate. So I needed to have really good money still to come in. And I had to stay home with my kids. I had the choice of either going outside, seeing my kids get bullied out of school, and I said, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm going to stay at home. I'm going to figure this internet marketing thing out, and I did. And so this year is the first year that I've created a community like this of like-minded, fearless people. I've been in this industry, like I said, for 10 years, but this year is my own sort of like my own product and my own front-end funnel is what they call it, with the opportunity. Boy, you're making me dizzy, Kyrie. I'm like, is he shopping, or what is he doing? You know what, Mary Beth? I'm like, she's smiling and laughing, and I'm like, I think he's like one window down from me. This is going to make a good recording, because people are going to remember it. They're going to say, who's that guy over there, you know, flipping around? All right. So let me share the screen. So this is how you came through one of the websites, okay? It is the most popular website. We have another website that you could have came to us through, and it has like a little bit of a background, okay? And then you would have entered your email address, and you got onto one of our databases. And this is how it exactly goes, okay? This is what you would see. And you would see what they call a sales funnel, and this would do all the telling, selling, and explaining for you. So you don't have to. So all you have to do is focus on what the members just said is lead generation. All you have to do is focus on traffic, and we show you how, and we show you where. And you make a living online, believe it or not, you do. You make money with this, okay? You can make $250. So you will see a lot of testimonials. We're actually gathering more and more testimonials. I send Tim Berger a lot of testimonials, actually quite a bit throughout the week. We have a private Facebook group where people are putting members in daily, multiple members. We're up over 700 members now, and we just launched this October 10th. I'm literally blown away. It is absolutely I get giddy thinking about it. And I mean, people know me, and Mary Beth knows me, and she knows when I get giddy, there's a reason, because I'm like, wow, this is really taken off. I mean, like I told Tim when we put this together, I wanted this to be one of the best programs and best opportunities that I ever did out, you know what I mean? And it really is. It really has been. We have many, many members sending in their testimonials. You know what I mean? If you guys want to send in your testimonials, please send them to me. You can email them or you can Facebook them to me. So we have many, many members that are brand new or that are expert marketers, you know. And I was telling everybody before I started recording this that I did a interview, or actually he interviewed me, and his name is Igor, and he owns a solo ad agency. And he told me, he says, it's amazing what you're doing out there in the community. A lot of marketers know what you're doing, Tammy. And that made me feel good because I wanted to make that impact. You know what I'm saying? And everybody on here, all these members and everybody bringing people in, you guys are making an impact, and you're changing people's lives. People that have never made money before. Okay, I'm not sure if she's on here as a member, but she's never made money before. In her first solo ad, again, we cannot state income claims here, but in her first, we can only tell you guys what happened. In her first solo ad, she made her first sale ever. And she inboxed me and she was so excited. And I said, you know what, can you share that on my Facebook page? And she did. And I was just really happy, you know? So those are some of the recent results. And this page right here, it literally will explain, well, what are the products? You know, what are we selling? You essentially are getting the resell rights in order to sell my mastermind, okay? And my mastermind is live on Mondays, and I'll show you this in this right here. So you get to resell my masterminds, and what this is it's marketing. Like, in other words, I'm teaching you how to really get into the nitty-gritty of online marketing, how to make money with, maybe you are in an MLM, maybe you don't know how to get traffic, maybe you're in another online opportunity, member to member, and your upline or whoever hasn't taught you how to, all this stuff gets put together with Aweber and follow-up series, okay? That's what I dive deep into. To make this a product and to make this legal is that you have to have a product. So the modules are the product. That's the core of the system, is my modules. So I go through, you know, different modules. I go through my experience and things like that, because if it was just, you know, just all about internet marketing training, then it's really not a product. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a product, and that's my experience. And a lot of people are just totally changed after they listen to some of my modules. There's 7 of them. Okay, so I went through, and this summer I sat down and I recorded every single one of these modules personally. And I talk about, you know, what is an amateur marketer versus a professional marketer. An amateur marketer just relies on one lead generation source. A professional marketer, like a lot of us, are doing multiple streams of lead generation. So these are some of the things that I go and dive into. How to make money in the big ticket sales. In other words, how to unlock the 5 keys. And I go over the specific 5 keys that you need to know of online marketing. You know, the psychology of this. You know what I mean? So this is what can ultimately give you the 5 figures a week that you're looking for. Okay. And it's been consistent for me, month in, month out, month in, month out. And all I do is 90 to 120 minutes a day. If you guys can plug into an existing system, you know, let's just do another little chat here. If you guys can plug into an existing system, do you think you can see yourselves making, you know, 5 figures a month? If you guys have that, right? If you're at the 250 level, then you're going to have to step it up and get your commissions up there. You're going to have to get into the 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, because the 250, you're going to have to sell a lot of those units in order to make 5 figures a month. I'm just giving you the overall picture here. Okay. So that's kind of the reason why you're having poor service. Amazing. What's that? Oh, she was answering my first question. Okay. I was thinking she didn't have, she couldn't get connected to the internet. Okay. So, yeah, it's very true. That's the reason why a lot of people fail, is because the actual service or whatever they represent, you know, it's not working for them, or the websites don't work or whatever. Believe me, I've been through that stuff. I mean, like I said, I started 10 years ago. I used to get into those opportunities where they'd say, surf the internet, put so much money in, surf the internet, and you're going to make money. You guys ever remember that? Anybody on here? I bet you do. I bet you do, Mary Beth. you know, put in so much money and you're going to make this money back. I mean, I'd do everything, but it was just very frustrating. Jana, I had to mute you. So, you know, so it's just really, it's frustrating when you want to make so much money, you want to make money more than you want to breathe in some, you know, cases, right? And it's just frustrating for me to see, you know, people out there kind of floundering around, not knowing what to do. And that's the reason why I put this together, was so that we had a good training resource for the six-figure empire business. And right now people are literally just crushing it with six-figure empire. You know, they really are. They're stepping up, they're making sales, the sales funnel's working for them. It's really going really, really well. Hey, Rhonda Carroll, I think you just called my cell phone. Nice to see you on here. I think I just got your, yep, you're in my phone. Thanks for making it to the Zoom. So I'm just going to swing it around again, and I'm just going to show you the back office. This is what you'd get once you purchase a 250 level. You're going to get the capture page that I showed you. You're going to get the ability to, you know, to take the payments if you want to actually refer this and make money. It's actually not mandatory. There's some people that purchase my product, and I know other team members, just for my traffic resources. Seriously, in the ongoing masterminds, like they're not even wanting to market it. They want it, you know, for that, whatever that reason is, you know what I'm saying? But if you do choose, that's why it's a standalone product, because you can come to the masterminds. I have them all here in the vault. But if you do choose, you know, to market it and to make money with it, the 250, then you can go up here and you would set your preferences. You don't have to put them all in there. You can just use PayPal, or you can just use Authorize, or you can just use Stripe. Okay, you don't have to set all three. I don't even think the system will allow that. But that's how you can start making money, is the 250. And then you can also start building your own list. And that's what we are, is we're list builders. We're teaching people how to build lists. Okay. We got someone making noise again. How's that keep happening? So just glance down and make sure you guys are all muted. Alrighty. So this is what you're going to get. This is the back office, and I should be charging like $5,000. If I added all the masterminds and things like that, it would be pretty much worth, you know, because I charge $500 an hour for my consulting clients. So that's what this is. This each hour, each mastermind, I should say, is an hour training. So it's pretty intense. We meet on Mondays at 9 every single week, and you'd be able to get the link right here where it says whoops, wrong one. It's the Zoom link right here. And he's supposed to have that fixed, which I think he does. Yep, it's all fixed. So that's all set for Monday. So I almost showed you guys the resources, traffic resources. They were just there, flash moment. So you will get the resources, and you'll get them right in my bonuses guide, right down here. Okay, you have a whole, and if you guys haven't seen this, especially the members, there's some members that still haven't gone through everything, believe it or not. There's that much in there in the back. It's quite involved. It's quite in depth. But read this, because this is actually one of the first guides that I read online, and I tweaked it and I added my wording and stuff like that. But it really does boil down to what everybody just said in the beginning. Why do businesses fail? Number one, they're not really quite sure how to set up a sales funnel. Well, it's already set up for you. All you got to do is just, you know, add your payment, and then add your AWeber if you want to collect your own leads. And then it's this marketing, getting the word out. It's no one's fault but your own if you're not making money. I had to have one of my mentors tell me that one time, you know, way back 10 years ago. I was just like, man, I just don't understand. Why am I not making money? I'm trying this, I'm trying that. It was me, you know. It's just like when I tried losing 100 pounds, and in one of these modules, I actually go through that, you know, for years. 1 second. Oh, that's the bonuses. We're up at the training. That's my before and after pictures right there. In 2015, that was me. That's me now. You know, it's just like anything. You can't blame anyone else for your failures or your things that you don't do. You know, it's all upon you. It's whatever you want to do and make of this business. It's up to you because it's your own home-based business. Again, I've been self-employed for 31 years. No one gives me any breaks. No one pays my way. You know, I'm self-made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm self-made here. So I've learned all this, and yes, I go to events. I'm always educating myself on different strategies, marketing strategies, and things like that. And that's the beauty of this. In the mastermind, all of my leaders come on here, and we all talk about different angles, and it's really great. It's a really great, fun time. So that's the 250 portion of it. That's the mama portion. I'm just going to stop right now, see if we have any questions about that. They're always recorded. Always. You'll see them right there in the back of the mastermind. Unless I really, really mess up one, which I don't think I have really. I think most of the masterminds they've been recorded. I think one time I didn't hit the button, right, Mary Beth? I think there was one time I didn't hit the button and it wasn't recorded. And I'm like, oh no, what did I do? But it was all right. Cause you know, like this last Monday, it was kind of like an overview. I mean, I went into some more in-depth things about social media, how to get your fan page, you know, set up and things like that, because it's really important that when people are searching you, that you have your, you know, your fan page and your social media set up. Social media has made me a lot of money, and I can't lie. You know, some people don't want to do social media. So build lists, send out a solo ad. You know, a solo ad is essentially where you're renting someone else's list, you're giving them your website, and then they're sending traffic. It's a done for you option. It's kind of like outsourcing, you know, like you're getting a bunch of leads coming in right away. You know what I mean? So that's what a solo ad is. And that's what we use mainly. And that's what the product is all about, is solo ad marketing. So anyone here that has run a solo ad, go ahead and put in here in the chat so everybody can see. Yes, yes, yes. If you ran a solo ad, just put yes so they can see. Very effective. So look at all those yeses. So it's our main strategy for anyone that's wondering, how do we market? We're already telling you, how do we do it? That's how you guys got here. It's literally the main strategy. Look at all those yeses. It is the fastest, easiest way to teach a new person how to get leads and opt-ins. It's not text marketing. It's not ringless. It's none of those. It's literally solo ads. And we have really good vendors that we use. You don't have to flounder around and test a bunch of different vendors. You can if you want. You can go to Udemy and hunt all day long if you want. But we have specific solo ad vendors that we use, okay? Now, and then you're going to say, well, do they get overused? Do they get saturated? No, they don't, because I have a conversation with these guys almost every single week. And one guy just told me that, you know, don't worry, Tammy, I've got a lot of new mama traffic, is what he just told me tonight. A lot of new mama traffic for you, you know? So they're always refreshing their list. You know, they're always, you know, doing that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, run a solo ad. I mean, like literally, if you're not running a solo ad, then you're literally missing out on what it feels like to get a bunch of leads in a day. Let me see if I can bring up my last. One second. No, I can't do that. One second. I can show you guys this. If I can turn my, see here. Can you guys see that? That's from yesterday. So that's the subscribers. This is the subscriber base. Yeah, you're probably seeing the rest of my junk on my desk, but I just have videos, and I have a tent. I don't even know why I have a background with a tent on it. Anyway, getting serious over here though. But this is my lead flow on a day-to-day basis. It's between 50 to 200, and I'm not talking to anybody. It's literally, it's like drinking out of a fire hose. These people are going on, and they're contacting us, and they're signing up automatically. We're not talking to them. We don't have to talk to them. You don't even have to put your phone number in there if you don't want. But I do, you know, sometimes people text just to see if I'm a real person. Hey, is this Tammy? I'll get a text, hey, is this Tammy? I'll be, yeah, this is Tammy, the Fearless Mama. So this is how you guys got here on the Zoom, okay? Because we're driving traffic, and then we do an email, what they call an email blast out to our lists, and then you guys come on to our Zooms. It's literally that simple. Isn't that cool? Everybody's put on, if you thought that was cool, put a cool. I mean, it's literally internet. It may be boring to some people. It's exciting to me because it means money. It means freedom. When I'm looking at my phone and I'm going, wow, look at all these opt-ins coming in. I'm not talking to a soul. You know, I'm not doing what my old MLM person told me years ago is, you know, bug your family and friends, do a bunch of Facebook message inboxes. Anybody ever get that advice from some of your recent MLM people you've joined? Do Facebook messages all day. Are you serious? Who has time for that? Who has time to do Facebook messages? I don't like them. People will even know that I don't like Facebook messages. I'll just say, save your questions for the Monday Zoom, and I'll see you Monday, because I want my time freedom. That's what this is all about. It's not about, you know, inboxing people all day long or trying to get edge rank all day long. It's about getting leads, what I just showed you guys. It's about massive action, and that's how you're going to create your momentum for 2019. So if you're creating lead flow like I'm doing, and everybody's wondering, well, you know, my God, you know, the results, the proof and things like that, it's because I focus on one thing and one thing only, is lead generation. I don't have to think about anything else. It's just lead generation. Follow up, lead generation, follow up, you know, that's it. If you guys get 2 steps down and don't even worry about the 3rd step, then you're golden, you know. Yeah, that's what happens, Christy. You end up in Facebook jail, and you don't want that. Well, and it wouldn't matter if I did end up in Facebook jail. It wouldn't matter if my YouTube video, whatever happened, because I know how to build a list. Once you learn how to build a list, and once you have that, then you become fearless. Once you become fearless, then you can market any opportunity. So that's what we're here for, is to help you guys become fearless so that you know the 3 steps, you know what to do every single day. Doesn't it really bug you when you get into an opportunity and you just don't know what to do next? It used to bug the heck out of me. You know, every single one of you guys that come to Mondays, you guys know by the end of the call that I'll ask everybody, is everybody set? Everybody set for the week? And everybody's like, yep, Tammy, I know what to do. So, you know, we don't leave anybody behind. What was that saying? No one's left behind? Something like that, right? We don't want that to happen here. Yeah, they don't tell you either. Nope, all of a sudden they just, right? That's what's happened. It's very true. Very true. So that's how we bring people into what I call the, you know, the front end funnel. So you're pouring people in just like, you know, kitchen funnel. And then they're going to be going into the back office. And then there's a potential, like I mentioned before, of higher commissions, bigger ticket sales. What are we talking about then? We're talking about 6-figure empire. It's the name of the business. It's the company owner's Tim Berger. I mentioned that earlier. And it's very, very cool. I mean, the webinar that he puts on, if you guys have not seen it, you definitely want to log into your Momma back office once you purchase it. There's a webinar that you can click at the bottom of the page. You can go through that. I don't have to explain it. I'll just give you guys the real simple details. It's big money. No, but seriously, it's 1,000. You can make 1,000 on the first level. You can make 250 on the second level. It's an 80-20 commission. You don't have to give up your first one or second one or none of that silly stuff like other big ticket opportunities. You can make a $3,000 sale on the first level with level 2 or $750. I love those. Those are great. I had one last week at the top level. You can make 5,000 on the first level, and then you can make 1,250 on the second level. Those are what I call life-changing sales. And that's what's set me free, is big ticket money. It's big ticket money. That's what set me free. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover tonight. And I can take any questions. If you guys wanted me to go into more detail on 6-figure empire, I can do that as well. I can log into my back office even. I like showing people that, you know, that we're obviously transparent here, but we also have the income streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, to literally show you guys what your income stream in your back office is going to look like, and how to get it set up, and how to get traffic running to it. Because no one showed me that when I first joined. I was like, I got a sheet of paper. I did. I sent $3,500 off to this guy. I got one sheet of paper, and he said, go to it. Go to it. I found him in a magazine ad. I was actually thumbing through a magazine ad in 2008. Yeah, it was 2008. And I just was thumbing through a magazine ad, and I saw his picture in there, and he's holding up a bunch of cash, you know, those kinds of ads. And then I responded to the ad, the website, and I opted in, and it was a system. It was a funnel. And as soon as I saw that system and a funnel, I said, I can do this. This is simple. So that's what we do here. We make it really simple. So let me just scroll up and make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. So Shirley's asking, where can I get the page of what to do that you showed earlier? Just say if, oh, she messages Matt to me. Okay. You can say that to everyone. So you're looking for my DMO, Shirley? Are you a member or a guest? Just let me know. I'm just waiting for her to member. Okay, member. It's a member question. That's a good question for a Monday, but I can show you because I have no problem showing you that. Maybe some of the guests will even want to know. So you go right in here under bonuses. This is your first video that you should have watched right here. The bonus one. How to make your first 250 in 72 hours. I teach you step by step on how to actually do it. And then this one here is the shortcut marketing guide. And I'm not going to scroll all the way down because that will give away all of the advertising resources. And there's some people on here that are not members. So that's right there. So just go to your back office, your system, click here, and it'll bring up this guide. Print it out because I don't know about you guys, but I like lists. I like checklists. You know, if you're going to run a six-figure empire business, yearly business, you really should have some checklists. Whiteboards are okay. You guys don't see that I have a whiteboard. I don't really have a whiteboard. I have checklists. I actually have usually three. This is my 10K a week plan. I write it out every single Sunday. And it's going to start going to a 20K a week plan because I need to increase my mindset. Because there's people making 10K days. I mean, online. I mean, people are just crushing it, and I follow those people. You know what I mean? I'm always making myself, you know, like I'm very competitive to myself. I always want to try to, I'm trying to beat my own record, I guess is what I'm trying to say. No one else is. I don't care what anyone else does. I keep the blinders on. I really do. I keep the blinders on what I'm doing every single day. I print out the checklist. I have my DMO right there, and I just really, really work it like a business. I really do. Because it's important. You know, if you're not knowing what to do and you have a DMO in front of you and you know how to put up ads, you know, Craigslist ads, I teach the Craigslist ads. I have a bunch of ad wording in the file section and Facebook. I have all the email swipes that you need, you know, to send to your list. You have everything that you need. I just put one in there today, didn't I? For the Zoom tonight, I put one in there for the members tonight to shoot out to Zoom. So everybody knows that I am, you know, providing the material, you know, for it. And I'm not even the company owner. And I'll have to say something that Tim on Mondays at noon, he is phenomenal to listen to. And that's where I get a lot of my coaching and mentoring advice is from Tim. And he also coaches me personally, one-on-one. The other thing I want to mention is that his done-for-you emails for Six Figure Empire are amazing. That's actually one of the benefits for the Fearless Mama and for Six Figure Empire is you don't have to figure out the email follow-up. If you want the done-for-you system to take over, then let the done-for-you system take over. If you want, you know, to create your own emails and personalize them, then get AWeber. You know what I mean? Okay, Terrence Floyd wants to know where's the link for the Facebook group. Okay, I'll give that to you in a second. What do you use to track your clicks when running a solo ad? I actually have my the solo ad guys track it. They give me a link after they're done. Thanks. That's what I want to print. Want to do is, yep, print it out. Exactly. Where's the link for the Facebook group? Okay, let me get that for you. Everybody on the same page so far? We're all rocking and rolling here. We're going to call it a night here in a minute. Just want to make sure I get everybody's questions answered. Everybody got coffee still? Make sure no one's sleeping. Don't fall asleep, Carl. Oh, and we got to get a picture this time. I'm going to unmute Mary Beth while I look for this so that she can take over for a minute. She's always so amazing. And I just want to give a shout out to Mary Beth tonight. I did it in the Facebook group. She's been on every single Zoom with me. She's been on every single training. I love working with this lady, Mary Beth Angelelli. You are just an amazing friend too. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I just get you know what, I come to these because I just get a lot of motivation and inspiration, to just keep moving forward. And what you have created, Tammy, is just, I'm speechless. I can't say enough of good things about, this community, the training that you put here. You've just gone above and beyond the call of duty and just completely, you over-deliver, on a daily basis. And I see how many lives we are touching and changing. And I'm just really looking forward to 2019 in a couple of short weeks. I know we're going to just, rock it out of the park here come January and just keep going. It's just amazing. The training absolutely works. Anybody that's here has any questions, any doubts, all you have to do is plug into an already done for you, proven system, into the resources, into the traffic, and just let the system take over and do what it does best. It's a very, very automated system, does a phenomenal job at doing the telling, selling, and explaining. And what I think is so amazing, I would probably say the majority of the signups that I consistently get, I have received by not even talking to these people. A lot of these people, I have to hunt them down. When I get that wonderful, magical email that I just made a 250 Fearless sale, I have to go find the person because I don't even know who they are, where they came from. And I have to go to Facebook. I have to look for them. And what I usually do is find, the match with the person's name, and I message them and say, did you just purchase, the Fearless Mama from me? And they'll respond back that they did. And then I send them a personalized email, and I let them know how important it is. I need to get them into our Facebook community because that's where, everything's at for them to plug into, to get all the essentials and all the extras so they can come in and attend these wonderful weekly Monday masterminds and really get all the added benefits of the system. So it's amazing, Tammy. I can't thank you enough for what you've put together. We've got the perfect funnel. We've got the ideal front end offer followed by the ideal back end offer. So for people who really truly are hungry for success and really want to do a complete transformation in their personal and financial lives, this is the place to be. You're definitely in the right place at the right time. And I can't wait for 2019 to roll in because it's going to just be really amazing. I see what we have what you've done, Tammy, what you've put together in a relatively short amount of time since October. We just keep growing and growing at an unprecedented rate. We're just, I see where you welcome those lists now, lists of new members just coming in by the dozens, literally by the dozens.
Yes, it's overwhelming some days.
It's just just amazing. I can't, there's very few opportunities that, grow like this that are jam-packed with all this value. And we have really amazing people inside of this community. It's just really inspiring. It really truly is to see, how many people are pouring in and how many people were able to help and to change their lives. In a relatively short period of time. It doesn't take weeks, it doesn't take months to see results. People who are really, driven can plug in and they can get results within, X number of hours, X number of days. And that's really, really exciting.
Absolutely.
Because of the system. The system is working and it's doing an amazing job. It's doing an amazing job, Tammy. I can't You know, what you put together is, like I say, just absolutely amazing. Your training is just, you know, worth thousands and thousands of dollars for $250. I mean, it's amazing. You know, it's just worth so much more than that, you know, nominal price of only $250 entry point to get into the Fearless, to get started, to actually, you know, get started as the basis, the stepping stone to move on to, you know, to more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have that for people who really, you know, have big goals and big dreams.
Right.
You know, they don't have to be limited in their space of only $250. They can expand and really become fearless.
Exactly. Yeah, good point. Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I mean, they can go and yeah, just take them to where the sky pretty much becomes the limit. Then, you know, once they expand their horizons and maybe step out of their comfort zone and move into the big ticket, you know, arena, and they can really achieve, you know, some really great things with that opportunity. And you know what Tim does when he does his things on Mondays, it's just really amazing, that training that he provides.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, good point, Mary Beth, because like I say a lot on Monday Zooms is, if you're not in SFE, people are joining SFE. I get leads all the time because I have 130 members now, 130 personals, and there's people that those personals have put in people, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'd rather show you guys than talk about it. Let me swing my computer around again. This is the Facebook group, by the way. So you can come in here. That's what Mary Beth's talking about. Look at this. We started out, it's up to 916 members. Now, these are, of course, people interested too. So you can bring people in here that are interested, okay? I have a pinned post, and then whenever someone brings a person in, we just welcome them in here. I did a live stream today about the Zoom tonight. Okay, I'm always doing some real quick video. This is just, you know, some of the screenshots I post in there. Here's Mary Beth. You know, she's just always posting people in here. So you got the Facebook group, and then you have the Mastermind in the back office. People are asking about the emails, but this is what we're talking about, is the hub. So like Mary Beth says, you're starting here, but then you can scale up. And you can go into six-figure empire. I'll show you guys this. My son has an account. He markets with me. If you guys haven't noticed, Robbie, he's all over Facebook now. He's got Facebook engagement like crazy. He gets 100 and some likes and 170 comments. I mean, he's actually going to be doing the next Facebook training for the team. My son's going to be helping me, which is really pretty cool. He's 24 years old, and he's making money in sales on the internet. But this is the products. You have phone funnels. You have the fishing pond, which is unlimited leads that you could ever want, you know, on a month-to-month basis. And then you have the high-end training that Tim Berger goes through. And then I love listening and learning from the marketing legends. These guys are just amazing. How to create cash while you sleep. I listen to these all the time. How this one guy made $7.1 million in 1 year selling high ticket. You know, I mean, I thought I was doing good until I started listening to some of these guys. You know what I mean? So you're always like, you know, getting mentored, you know what I'm saying, within the product and the organization. But this is where someone asked about the SMS stuff. Tim goes into this into with Six Figure Empire. There's more training videos that are going to be loaded in here. But yeah, this is the one-page sales funnel that we're talking about. It's very, very easy. This is the one that does all the explaining for us. We never talk to anyone. The system, you know, helps you close. I actually help team members close sales. I do it all the time. So I'm the team leader, and I don't mind it. I'm getting if I'm going to get 20%, then I'm going to help you guys close these sales. So this is the higher end, but where you find this link, I'm getting back to that. Where you find this link, whoops, you'll see the welcome me. You'll get it right here. So if you're not in Six Figure Empire, your leads and those people that are purchasing are going to see this. They're going to say, oh, well, I don't want to lose. You know, it's kind of like that saying FOMO, the fear of missing out. They don't want to lose out on an extra $250,000 a year. So that's in your back office. It's not just the $250. It's the funnel for the whole big ticket, like Mary Beth said. It's the whole, you know, it's a perfect funnel for your big ticket opportunity. Okay. So don't just think about, okay, I want to get into 250 with the person that invited you here tonight. Ask them for their 6-figure Empire link. Okay. So, because you don't want to leave any money on the table. And like I said, I've had 2 members that have missed out on $3,750, $3,000 sales. And they hurried and they were like, oh my God, I don't want to lose another person. You know, it happens quite a bit because I do talk about it in my modules. And I talk about how it helped me lose 100 pounds was because I had the time freedom to work out. I didn't have a boss to tell me, no, Tammy, you can't go to the gym today. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I put this funnel together, is to help you guys create those big ticket sales. So hopefully that answers it. Yeah. Dream bigger. I love that, Wendy. You got to dream bigger. If you want to have things in your life, you got to get to the top of the comp plan. Yeah, I don't do the SMS or ringless. Kyrie, Tim does that. That's his baby. I can, or your sponsor can give you the link for that. You know, we have the software. So get with your sponsor. Debbie, I believe you're on my list. Check your email. Yeah, Debbie, you said want to know how to get started. Just reply to the email or the invite, or whoever invited you here to this Zoom tonight. Just get back to that person so you can get started. Or the link is probably in their email because I taught them how to do that. So you don't even have to get back to that person. You can just go to their link and sign up. Let's see. Thank you, Wendy. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, all you got to do is mark it. That's right, Wendy. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap this meeting up. I'm just going to end this recording right now. Thanks, everyone, for coming. It is, wow, it was a great meeting. It's like 55 minutes long. This has been awesome.